Hey all, Alan here from Damn Good Reviews. So you may have seen the unboxing video for the Embark Vet DNA Testing Kit for dogs. We recently adopted a dog. We knew he was a mutt. The adoption place was not 100% sure. They gave us an idea of what he was, but we still really wanted to know because when we looked at him, we were like, we really see some other things in there. So we we wanted to try it out. So we did the Embark Vet DNA test, and test for genetic disorders, things like that. And they send you the kit. We do the swab. We send it in to get the lab results. So after about a month, it seemed like it was actually taking forever, but it was only a little bit more than a month, about a month and a week. To get the results back, but Embark Vet let us watch along the way of the whole testing process. As you can see here, um, you know, uh, we started out, registered the kit, and then it said it was received because it is labeled, and then it talks about the processing, and there's a lot of things going on within this email. I guess all these different emails that are coming in. So by a month in, we're like, oh, when are we gonna get it? It seems like it just keeps going on and on. So again, finally, about a month and maybe about a week or two later, we got the results back. So here's the email that we got, and the email shows some basic information. We see just overall of what percentage breeds that it came back. Obviously, this is an email they want you to click through and log into the account. So we're going to do that. Take a look. They also give you a coupon to share with your friends and family, which is really cool. And we found out that our dog Jackson is actually 2.0 or 2% of wolfness. Most dogs are about 1%, but some are actually as high as 5% from what I've read. So, that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead. We click and open it up. And once we log in, we're here on my Embark Vet. Now everything is tagged based on what we registered with the kit. So now we see Jackson's information. So here you go. It's 19.7% Staffordshire Terrier, 17.6% German Shepherd, and there's 17.4% Siberian Husky, 12.8% Lab Retriever, Boxer, Collie, and then Super Mutt. Which we weren't totally sure because that's actually 21%, but it will tell you once we click into it. Now, some of these, of course, we did only one test with Embark and not with any other companies, so we're kind of trusting that this is 100% right and there was no screw ups with the DNA, although the samples said that they were fine. So, some people, when I showed them this, they're like, I don't know if I really see Siberian Husky or even, a boxer in that. But with those percentage of makeup, hey, you never know. It could be true. So down the road, maybe we'll try another DNA test just to see, and compare actually what comes out of it. But I'm pretty confident that because they did not issue any DNA problems or, sampling problems, anything like that, I'm going to guess that this is close to being right. So let's go ahead. Let's click here and view it. And then if we can see, we can actually edit. We can add a cute picture if we wanted to. And then we can share the results. So we see the wolfness factor. And then if you click into it, it talks about your wolfness score, what it means for your dog. So they give you a lot of information. We have our predicted adult weight. We were told he would be about 45 to 50 pounds, although he's just gotten a little bit taller since we got him, and he's about 4 months now. So he's about 22 pounds, I believe, right now. So we can see 38 pounds being a good projection. When we did the test, he was a little bit over 3 months, and he's 13 human years. And then, if you click into it, you see how it's broken down. I actually always thought it was just 7 human years per year, but it's actually different from year one, and then as they get older, then it slows down. Quite interesting. We see our research, surveys, assessments, and more. We can send information off to be used in other studies, things like that, and then we can actually send reports right to the vet. We have our breed ancestry information, which we want to see, and then the advanced results. So let's go look at the breed information here, and then we see this again. We see what the mix is, which is pretty cool. And it talks about, so what's that super mutt, right? So a super mutt can be made up of a bunch of different things: beagles, cocker spaniels, a setter, So that can all be included within that. It's kind of, I guess, hard to really pinpoint what those are. Now that is a pretty big percentage, which makes me kind of go like, they could probably say that on anything. But then these other ones are also pretty big percentages. Then again, Super Mutt does really take the cake, I guess, 21%. However, these other ones, we have 20, 30, about 40, 20, 40, 60, around 70 something percent that they're pretty sure that these ones are the majority of what his makeup is. Um, and then you can see other ones that have somewhat of the same genetic makeup. So if we look at them, some of them look like him, some of them do not, but then you really have to click in to see which ones have a lot of the comparable same DNA results. And once we did that, it was kind of cool because we did see ones that pretty much match. Some other cool things, we can click into the family tree and they can, really break it down and show you exactly what his makeup is, even back to the great grandparents, and you can see the maternal line, and actually where they originally, I guess, dog and people came together for his genetic makeup. Same thing for the paternal line. Up top, we also have the health options. So we do see something here that came back for that he's at risk. And it's a risk for a genetic condition, and it's degenerative, I can't even say malapathy. And it does talk about a possible risk. However, it's not 100% sure if he will get this when he's older. And it's something they recommend talking to your vet about. But you can click into it, learn more about what it is, what shows up, why he's at risk, and it talks more about the actual disease and condition. So this is definitely something that we will bring up to the vet next time we go and show them that this came up on a DNA test. And, is there any things that we can do to help avoid this? And then it actually looks at a bunch of different other conditions, and thankfully he has come back with no matches for any of these conditions, so that's always a good thing. And like I said, the one that we did get a at risk for, not showing that he has it, but an at risk, we will take the precautions for that. So then also we have our research information, and then we can do things here that are not so much with the test, but we can open assessments and talk about nutrition and exercise, and we'll come back and make sure that they're giving the right information. Same thing, if we come across that the dog has any allergies, we can find out and we can report it here and keep an eye on it. And then we have things like dental surveys and problem behaviors, things that you can do here. So let's begin. Show an example of given a chance, Jackson chews inappropriate objects when he's home alone. I would say he does, but he's only 3.5, 4 months. So you can go through this, and then it's going to report out and give you some suggestions of what should be done. And then we can look at also the medical history survey. So if we want to see things like that, talks about all different types of treatments and conditions, and we can just go ahead and plug that information in and then get access to it. If we want, we can always donate to a couple different animal shelters, which is cool. And then we have our advanced options. So advanced here, this is really how the DNA breakdown. It shows you, what came out of all the different chromosomes from the testing, and this shows inbreeding here. Breed mix by chromosome, so it shows you, I guess, what really breaks down and how they determine what his genetic makeup is for the different types of dogs. So that's pretty cool. You can get really into that if you want to learn more. And then it talks about things. These are some beta versions that they have. Talks about coat colors and things like that, and it links it back to the different chromosomes, so you can really see which is which if you want to go back and look at what came out of yours. And then you can continue to go down and see what chromosomes are connected to different types of hair coats, whether or not they're a shedding dog. It's kind of cool, all the stuff that they actually have been able to figure out. And I know they've done it with, human DNA, but it's cool to see that they've actually done it with, animal DNA too, for dogs to figure things out like this. And there's plenty of people out there that I know they have no idea what their dog is. They're just going on the assumption of what they were told. So overall, that's what the results look like. I think it's pretty robust, and a lot like some of the other human tests. You can submit it for scientific research and share with your friends, print out the reports, share it with your vet. I think it's cool. They also give that coupon that I mentioned earlier to get other friends or family to test their dogs. But I really think this is great to do, especially if you're adopting a dog and you want to know more, and put you a little bit at ease, and make sure that they're not at risk for major issues, or at least give you the chance to make the decisions, or make sure you have the proper treatment options in line to help them out when something like that may possibly come up. So besides not being maybe 100% sold on these, I do trust that the main ones that come up here are true to the DNA test results. Some of the other ones, the super mutt, I wish we could get a little bit more out of it, but the history, there could have been a lot of mixed breeds going on. He's not a purebred, so it could be understandable. As I mentioned earlier, probably going to test out another brand just to see what we come back with, and compare the two. And I will always make an update if we do that to this video, and just make note, say, hey, this is what we found out here, and they compare and they both tell the same story, or we'll see what the other one says as well. However, for the price, I do recommend checking out Embark Vet, and going for it. I think it's really great. We're happy overall with the reports, and I just wish that the reporting and the testing time was a little bit quicker. That's really the main downfall that we saw. It just felt like it was taking forever. But overall, very cool site, very cool product. Recommend you check it out. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Alan from Damn Good Reviews. Make sure to like and subscribe right here on YouTube, and we will see you soon.